Mario, when I think, okay, I have, technically AC Slater right here. Okay, I can ask him like one question about Saved by the Bell because I don't want to bore you to death with like a million Saved by the Bell questions. But I want to know, what do you remember about filming the episode when there is going to be an oil field at the school? And do you remember this? And all of the animals from your class project are covered in oil, and Zach is obsessed with saving a specific duck. And it's sort of a classic Saved by the Bell episode.
Wow.
Which showed just how ridiculous it was.
Cut.
It's a deep cut, but it showed how like kind of ridiculous the show could be, but like how heartwarming, because it was really about saving animals. And I wonder if you remember filming that specific episode.
Oh gosh, I don't remember filming it. I remember the duck. I'm like, yeah, you try to save some animal. And then you said the duck. Yes, I do remember that duck. Like, people have to remember, the show was a Saturday morning show.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It was for like little kids. And we were just trying to beat Bugs Bunny at the time. I remember that was our biggest competition. So the fact that it's still around and we're even doing a reboot these 30 years later just trips me out, because it was for like little kids. It wasn't like Friends or anything, right? For an adult, it was for like little kids.
How dare you? It was my Friends, Mario. I'm kidding. But it's surprising, like when I was an adult and like streaming and things came back, because in my mind, there were like thousands of episodes. And really, there's only 86 episodes. That Saved by the Bell was actually only 4 seasons, because in my mind, it was on always or something like that, because I was so young, I guess. But does that time even just feel like a blur?
We did do a college years one. We did like 10 college years episode.
That's true too. And of course, your trip to Hawaii. So, plenty of important content.
We went to Hawaii. We went to Hawaii. That was my favorite when we got to go. We did a thing in Hawaii. We went to Palm Springs, I remember. We were in Vegas. We did that. Remember they got married in Vegas?
Yeah.
And
it was like a mini movie
with Leah Remini and stuff. Those are, anytime we got to leave the set, were my favorites. Those I remember a little bit more clearly.
How's the reboot or reimagining, whatever you're calling it? How's that? So have you shot the second season?
Yes, and it should be out this next month, I believe. I believe around Thanksgiving and stuff. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm really happy with the way this last season turned out too. I mean, we're so blessed to have Tracy Wigfield as our showrunner. She's awesome and super smart and talented, and she was a fan of the show, so it made it a lot of fun. And of course, it won Emmys with 30 Rock and then Mindy Kaling, and done all kinds of great stuff. But it's obviously very different from the original. A lot more clever, edgy, progressive, witty. Just budgets are up. Everything's just all around. Sort of next level. And it's kind of neat playing my character where he's at in his life. Just one of those guys stuck in his era, but not like an aging hipster and not necessarily happy where he's at, and kind of broke and it's sad, and he's trying to find himself. So it's kind of neat playing that person. Is
there any evolution that you want to tease about AC in the second season? Like, what do we see happen to him?
Well, it's funny you say evolution, because he evolves a lot in this next season. I'll give you he's very emotional this next season. So, very emotional. Yes. I think that's all I can say.
Okay. It scares me a little bit to think about him as super emotional, but.
And then you'll see a lot of old faces from guest stars to a lot of the old cast come back too.